Consistency is often overlooked, overshadowed by the excitement of motivation and the thrill of new beginnings. But beneath every remarkable achievement, every great transformation, lies a foundation built not on fleeting inspiration, but on steadfast daily discipline. Without it, motivation becomes little more than a spark, bright, but quickly fading. To harness true power, one must learn to show up day after day, regardless of mood, circumstance, or convenience. Consider the story of Maya, a young woman who dreamed of running a marathon. When she first voiced this ambition, her friends and family cheered her on. The dream was bold, the challenge daunting, but Maya was filled with motivation. She bought new running shoes, mapped out her training plan, and set her sights on race day. The first week, she ran every morning, her steps light and her heart full of purpose. But as day passed, the novelty began to wear off. The early mornings felt colder, the runs longer, and her legs heavier. The initial excitement that fueled her began to wane, replaced by fatigue and doubt. There were days she wanted to stay in bed, days when rain battered her window, and days when her schedule overflowed with obligations. Motivation, it seemed, was nowhere to be found. This is where most dreams falter. When motivation disappears, many give up, waiting for inspiration to return. But Maya made a different choice. She realized that motivation is unreliable. It comes and goes, often without warning. What she needed was something stronger, something she could rely on even in the absence of inspiration. She needed consistency. So Maya made a commitment. Every morning at 6 a.m., she would run, no matter what. She didn't demand perfection from herself. Some days, she ran fast and far. Other days, she simply laced up her shoes and shuffled through a slow mile. But she showed up every single day. She learned to embrace the discomfort, to find meaning in the act of persistence itself. Over time, the results spoke for themselves. Her endurance grew, her pace quickened, and her confidence soared. More importantly, Maya discovered a strength within herself that went beyond physical ability. She realized that discipline, the quiet force that kept her moving forward, was more powerful than any burst of motivation. It was discipline that turned her goal into a habit, and her habit into a triumph. When race day finally arrived, Maya stood at the starting line, not as someone fueled by fleeting excitement, but as someone forged by months of steady effort. She crossed the finish line, not because she was always motivated, but because she had become consistent. Her story is a testament to the truth that real change happens not in grand gestures, but in the accumulation of small, daily actions. Consistency is the bridge between goals and achievement. It is the silent promise you make to yourself and keep day after day. Success is not reserved for those who are always inspired. It belongs to those who persevere when the excitement fades, who keep going when it would be easier to stop. If you find your motivation slipping away, remember, you don't need to feel inspired every day. You just need to show up. Let discipline carry you where motivation cannot. In the end, it's not the days when you feel unstoppable that matter most, but the days when you persist despite doubt and fatigue. So, whatever your goal, whatever your dream, build your journey on consistency. Make the commitment to keep moving forward one step at a time. Over days, weeks, and months, you'll discover that the power of consistency can transform your life in ways motivation never could.